And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football starts now. Presented by IBEW Local 369.
And welcome, although a bit belatedly, to Southern Indiana High School football season 2024 on Glycod. Unfortunately, experiencing quite a bit of a technical issue with the technology here at Providence High School, but we are going to do our best to get you a ball game tonight between the Christian Academy of Knoxville Warriors and the Providence Pioneers. I am Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me is Coach Jim Kazmarek, and our camera operator this evening is Christian Sanchez. Coach, just briefly, let's talk about this matchup, and then let's get to the coaches before kickoff.
Well, very quickly, Providence is coming off of a phenomenal season last year, but they've lost a lot of players. They're substituting in a lot of players. It's going to be interesting to see how Christian Academy will take advantage of maybe some areas where Providence is a little bit weaker. On the other side, Providence has some real strength in their line, and it'll be interesting to see how Coach McDonald takes advantage of that against maybe a slightly smaller Christian Academy line.
All right, well, let's step away. Let's try to get a couple of coach interviews in here, and we will do that before our pregame or before our kickoff. We will try to get you all the action here on Glycod.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Looking for a great career while making a difference in a child's life? Head Start is hiring. Visit Cassie1.org to apply.
I'm with Coach Chad Speck, the head coach of the Christian Academy of Knoxville Warriors. Coach, first of all, welcome to the sunny side of Louisville. I don't know if you've ever been up here before, but that's what we call this side of the river, is the sunny side. Coach, since you're brand new to this area, none of our listeners really have seen or heard about you. Tell us a little about your team and your program.
Sure. Well, thanks, Coach. Thanks for having us. Everybody here has been great so far. You know, since we've arrived on campus, Ted and his staff have been phenomenal. So we appreciate being here, appreciate the hospitality you guys have already shown us. We're excited to be here. We've got a team that, last year had a bunch of guys got to play that maybe weren't meant to play because we had a lot of injuries last year. So we come in with some players that, have some Friday night experience that, maybe a year ago you wouldn't have thought they had. So it'll be interesting now to see how they do it now that it's their job, their role. They're not just being pushed in there. They've been game planned to be the guy, and so it'll be fun to watch.
And Coach, tell us a little. I've heard a lot about your quarterback, Shepard Strange. Tell us a little bit about his strength and what we should see in him tonight.
Shepard's a guy who's been trained well at the quarterback position, so he sees it good. He knows what to do. He knows what the read's supposed to be. He gets the ball out quickly. I'd say those are his biggest strengths in terms of just kind of knowing what to do and where to go with it.
Coach, I looked on paper. It seems like you have some real strength at the receiver position, some good, tall, athletic-looking kids. Providence is really bringing in a whole new secondary that graduated last year. How are you going to take advantage of that?
Sure, we do. Our Will Kelly, number 2, our senior receiver, one of our team captains, really good player. Got a chance to go play on Saturdays if he wants to. That's always somebody we're trying to get involved in the game early from a throw game perspective.
Coach, two players that I know you already mentioned to me was Zane Fields and a young man by the name of Mozingo?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Maddox Mozingo and Zane Fields. Zane's our starting left tackle. Really good players, grown a tremendous amount in his time with us. When he got to CAK and played a lot of football, and to see how he's improved over the course of the last 3 years is really impressive. So, we expect him to have a good year. He's got a couple of college offers, out there. He's got a chance to play on Saturdays as well. Maddox Mozingo is everything you could ever want in a high school football player. Son of a coach, led our team in tackles, led the entire area of Knoxville last year. Does everything you ask of him, never misses a workout, goes as hard as he can go every day.
Yeah.
He's that guy for us. And so defensively, he really sets the tone.
Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Okay, thank you.
I'm with Coach Dan McDonald, the Pioneer head coach, entering his 4th year at Providence High School. 5th year at Providence High School. I'm so sorry. Time goes fast, Coach. It goes faster, especially as you get older. Coach, when we met a couple weeks ago at the Southern Indiana preview show, I asked you if you were going to be rebuilding or reloading this year after your 12-1 season, and you said you were going to be doing a recharacterization. What do you mean by that, and how do you explain that?
It's just a different personality of our team. The group of seniors we had last year was a different group than what we have this year. They're different kids, different personalities. So, we're going to have our program is going to look a little bit different this year, and that's not a bad thing. That can definitely be a good thing too.
Coach, on paper, and of course, always on paper, you can always pick one way or another. But on paper, your offense and defensive lines look like a real strength for you this year. Allgood and Griffin Tucker are two players who've been starters for you for quite a few years. And looking on paper, it looks like that might be a little bit of a weakness for Christian Academy. How are you going to take advantage of that?
Their defensive line is the strength of their team. Their defensive line is really good. They're aggressive. They get through their gaps. We have Allgood and Tucker back, but by that same token, we're also starting a freshman at left guard. Now, granted, he squats 500 pounds and benches 300, so he's not your ordinary freshman, but he's a freshman. So there will be some growing pains with our offensive line, and we'll get better every week. I do believe our defensive line is the strength of our program. Those three guys, Allgood, Tucker, Hudson, Abel, those three guys are pretty good players. So they'll kind of be an anchor for our defense this year, and that's not to neglect our linebackers who, we have Lucas Thomas, Cooper Ross, Pete Lannon, and Lincoln Kruger. Those are four pretty darn good linebackers.
Well, especially Cooper Ross. He's an outstanding linebacker. Again, a 3-year starter for you, right?
Lucas Thomas is also.
Well, my goodness sakes, you got a lot of experience then. Okay, that being said, what's your biggest concern tonight?
I think nerves might be our biggest concern. We have some guys who they got valuable playing time last year because we pulled our starters several games. But we have several guys who this is their first start. So we'll see how they go. We have two corners who this is their first start on a Friday night. Played really well at the JV level last year. And when they got varsity minutes last year, played really well. But there's just something about that first high school start.
Right. Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Always a pleasure, my friend.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Vaccines help fight infections. When your child gets vaccinated, their immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades their body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide your child with the best protection against serious diseases. The Clark County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, please visit clarkhealth.net. Clark County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt, but you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something at school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School football. Presented by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Tonight's game is brought to you by Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Clark County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville. A family tradition of excellence. And by Cassie Head Start. German American Bank. Northside Security. And Call's Body Shop. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Southern Indiana High School football. Presented by IBEW Local 369.
Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to high school football from Southern Indiana here on Glycod. My apologies for the technical difficulties. This is going to be a little more of an audio broadcast than a video. We do have pictures for you, but they are, of course, not going to be too clear, but we'll do what we can. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Coach Jim Kazmarek, Christian Sanchez working the camera up top. My apologies to American Family Insurance, who was to bring us our game day weather, but we had to, as the pregame was very, very abbreviated. Coach, it's hot. I think that's
a good way to put the weather. It's hot. Beautiful day for football, though. Come on, Todd.
It's gorgeous.
Great day for football.
Absolutely. And, of course, Northside Security, who also sponsors our Keys to the Game, which we were unable to get to, and I sure don't want to put that graphic up. For fear that it's going to slow everything down. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. I will give you those without the graphic here in a moment as
Jacob Briggerman is set to kick off for Christian Academy, and the 2024 football season is about ready to begin.
And, folks, Coach Kaz is excited as he can be here at Providence High School. The kick is up. The kick is deep and fielded by, that would be Small, brings it out to about the 25-yard line, and a nice advancing of the ball there. That's why it's Small. He will start in the slot for the Pioneers on offense. The Pioneers go like this across the front. Griffin Tucker, Jorge Reyes Nino, Austin Chanley, Zach Medlock, Lucas Allgood. Pete Lannon is the tight end. Preston Kempf, the quarterback. Behind him, Cooper Ross and/or Lucas Mock. Jacob Evans is a wide receiver. The wing is Nick Stoner. Wyatt Small is the slot receiver. And we will give you the defense for Christian Academy in Knoxville here in a moment. Kempf with the pitch, and he's got a man still going out near the 50-yard line. That was Nick Stoner at that wing position, a first down for the Pioneers.
And again, Pioneers starts out by getting Christian Academy off balance, faking to the left, running an option play back to the right, something I'm sure nobody was expecting, including me, because it faked me out.
So the Sturkey, Kreider, and Fugate across the front. Sturkey, Kreider, and Fugate across the front. Rich, Gilmer, and Mozingo, the linebackers. Alex Glass, Elijah Hoke, Jack Phillips, and Tino Hutchinson in the defensive backfield. Caught by Wyatt Small. He's getting a lot of work here early for about a 15-yard gain, and we've got another first down.
And you know what, Todd? It doesn't look like Providence has missed a beat from the last game we saw them play last year.
Sure doesn't.
Some of the names are different, but the plays and the performance looks the same. Preston Kempf still, by the way, is an outstanding player for Providence, and I look at him as like a Swiss Army knife. He can do so many things well, and it wouldn't surprise me if we don't see him in actually some other positions during this game or other games this year.
So Evans heads out wide to the far side of the field. Cooper Ross is in motion to the near side. Handoff to Mock. Tripped up. Nice work there. Down low by Kyler Cook for Christian Academy of Knoxville, the Warriors. Well, folks, we don't normally also have the down and distance up, but unfortunately that will make things lag as well. So we're going to tell you it is 2nd and 9, and just treat this more like an audio broadcast with a little video thrown in, and I apologize.
Motion, jet sweep, use their speed.
And that's Nick Stoner again, out for the first down and a little more inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18.
Yeah, outstanding block, too, by Wyatt Small.
3 first downs for the Pioneers on this drive. So 1st and 10. And the Pioneers, that's Cooper Ross in the backfield, as is Mock. Both are back there.
It looks like Providence is a little bit confused, and they're going to get a penalty if they don't call timeout. And Coach did call timeout.
Coach called a timeout, so we will use this opportunity to take a brief timeout as well, hear from some of our great Glycod sponsors. Be back with more here on Glycod.
Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
We are back with a 1st and 10 here from Providence High School. And
again,
Mock on the left side falls forward. He's going to be 10-yard line near that first down marker.
You know, Todd, one of the things I had in my notes was Providence still going to be able to utilize the speed that they had last year, and it looks like they really got the same speed this year on their team. That some of the backs, like I say, names are different, but everything else is the same.
So we did manage to pick up the first down. Did Mock there. So it's 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line. Stoner was in motion, but that was a legal procedure. So first penalty against the Pioneers, 5-yard variety.
Look for, it might change, but when they were in that inside the 10-yard line, I looked for Cooper Ross to be the ball carrier. He's a big, strong running back. Cooper, he goes 5'10", 215. He's a senior starting linebacker, but he played a lot of running back last year for him, especially in short yardage situations or goal line situations. So don't know if he'll get it this time. They're on the 11.
So Preston Kempf.
Motion. Sweep.
Handoff on the sweep. That's Stoner again. Holds the football out, and a touchdown, Pioneers.
And Christian Academy is allowing themselves to get outflanked by the Providence receivers, and their defensive coach is going to have to come to grips with that you can't allow the Providence wide receivers to get outside of you and block you in. And that's exactly what's happened on 2 of those jet sweeps.
So Nick Stoner with the 8-yard touchdown scamper. Jackson Revelle. And high snap. Trying for the 2-point conversion.
Did he get it? I couldn't tell.
Did not. No signal. That was a pass intended and was unable to be completed. So with the timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout here as well. More here on Glycod.
What excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's 2 sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
So Jackson Revelle to kick it off for the Pioneers, who lead 6-0. And Coach, so far didn't look like the Pioneers really.
It's just a continuation of last year.
It sure was. Just a recharacterization.
Nice kick by Revelle.
A touchback.
All the way into the end zone on the fly. That is a great weapon, by the way, to have a kicker who can put the ball in the end zone. It really eliminates return possibilities. So let's see now how Christian Academy answers that drive.
So the Christian Academy starting offense is Michael Yoakum, Jax Naranchik, Cooper Hauser, Benton Blevins, and Zane Fields. All were just listed as offensive linemen, so we'll have to get you where they are. Shepard Strange is the quarterback. Running backs, Lincoln Rich, Ward Sturkey, and Maddox Mozingo. Linkus and Kelly are the wideouts. Little swing pass there.
That was to Kelly. That was from Strange to Kelly. A little swing pass. Got a couple yards.
3 yards, I think.
Much.
Second and about 7.
Yeah. The wide receiver from Christian Academy is going to have to be careful. I think he almost had a cut block there, but obviously he didn't because it wasn't called. Strange is their quarterback. He's their trigger man.
Inside handoff, not going anywhere in that A-gap.
Well, and that's what I think Providence's strength is right now, is their offense and defensive lines versus the Christian Academy offense and defensive lines. Christian Academy has one really, really good player, Zane Fields. He plays the left tackle spot, 6'5", 251. Already got an offer from Tennessee at Martin, and he's got several others. So we'll see what happens here on 3rd and 7.
So 3rd and 7, we will try to give you the Providence starting defense here in a moment. Pressure comes, caught, and it's going to be out near the first down marker.
I think he's going to be short, though.
just short, maybe by a yard. Hudson Abel, Griffin Tucker, Lucas Allgood across the front for the Pioneers. Lincoln Kruer, Cooper Ross, Lucas Thomas, and Pete Lannon, the linebackers. Trevor Unruh, Lucas Mock, Wyatt Small, and Noah Farsard, the defensive backs for the Blue.
And Christian Academy is going for it on 4th and 1 from their own 30-yard line.
And it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close.
Looks to me like the official walking in from the far sideline, and there is a first down.
You know, the official coming in from the far sideline did not have that marked as a first down. When he walked in, he was about a half yard short on his walk. So Christian Academy, obviously, their strength is their passing game.
Handoff there from Strange. That's Rich. Rich along the sideline. Down the sideline he goes. Going to try to take it to the house.
Holding.
And there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, bring it back. Holding penalty.
Holding penalty back near the line of scrimmage.
You see that so often on plays that go wide, that one of the wide receivers, instead of getting his body in position, will reach out with an arm because that's a lot easier. You got to move your feet, and you've got to get your body in position to make that block. You can't reach with your arm. There's an official standing right there where the hold occurred, and I saw the hold also. And I'm up here.
Well, and I knew that it was going to be a hold because you called it. So,
interesting enough, there is an Unruh playing.
Yes.
But there is not a
Theobald.
A Theobald playing.
You mentioned that pregame.
There's no Theobald on the roster. There is an Unruh. That's the important thing. So
okay.
Some things stay the same.
Doesn't quite seem like a Providence team without one or the other, does it?
Nope. But I understand there's a Theobald
Livy.
young lady that's an outstanding softball player.
And basketball as well. Nice basketball player. Inside handoff goes for a negative yardage. So after the 10-yard penalty, back again, another yard or so. Going to bring up second and about 18.
So I'm not sure that Christian Academy is going to be able to run the ball on the inside against Providence's front four. And they're two good linebackers. Their linebackers are Ross and Thomas. So they are going to have to attack.
Strange looks to throw.
Ball's tipped.
Ball was tipped there. Linkus was the...
And Lucas Allgood tipped that ball.
Linkus was the intended receiver, but couldn't stop and back up to catch that. So third down, third and long.
Look for a screen. Passing teams would always like to run screens or draws in these situations. 18 yards. I don't know if you have an 18-yard pass play. One of the things I found out about Strange, their quarterback at Christian Academy, is he's a very elusive runner. If he breaks containment, he's got a good chance to break some runs. So Providence has to stay in lane
integrity.
Yes.
Strange just dumping it out.
Yeah.
And under duress there was Strange. And Christian Academy of Knoxville will be forced to punt the ball away. Bennett Jelks.
And look for Providence to come after this punter and try to block the
That
punt.
was part of your keys to the game, brought to you by Northside Security that we did not get to because of our abbreviated pregame.
Well, we'll work that in some way or another throughout the game.
So that was one of them, was watch for Providence to try to steal a possession or do something on maybe the first punt of the game.
And here they come. Nope. Yep. Oh, if he'd have dove.
Ball short.
Get away from it. Get away. All right.
So lands in Providence territory.
And if
down
Gabriel Bermudez was the one who broke through, and had he reached out or had he dove across the foot of the punter, it would have been a block. And, we used to practice that when I was coaching.
Diving for it?
Well, I was telling someone, I finally realized that I wasted 15 minutes of practice every week trying to set up punt returns. So I said, this is silly. Why are we wasting 15 minutes? Let's just block every punt. So we designed.
Came after them.
Yes, we came after every punt we could. Blocked a lot of them and got a lot of touchdowns off them.
So Providence has Preston Kempf handing off to Cooper Ross, who barrels forward for 5 yards.
Yeah, nice tackle by their stud linebacker, Maddox Mazingo, who's got all kinds of college football offers, but he's an outstanding lacrosse player, and he's going to college on a lacrosse scholarship.
Fantastic.
Yep.
2nd and 5 for the Pioneers.
He was actually first-team All-State.
In
football.
In football?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Class A in Tennessee.
Stoner in motion for the Pioneers. High snap. He corrals under duress, and Kempf sacked inside Providence territory, back behind the 50-yard line to the 49. Good defense there by the Warriors.
Looked like that was number 50, Michael Yoakum, and number 60, Cooper Hauser.
So 3rd and 16 for the Pioneers. Definitely behind schedule, but we have seen already that the Pioneers are able to break off some longer runs, but we'll see what they want to do here. Stoner in motion. Kempf rolls to the near side. Here comes pressure, and he doesn't see all of it coming, as that is both Cook and Maddox Mazingo that track Kempf down.
Now, he didn't lose anything to gain anything, but I'm going to bet that coach would have preferred him just to throw it out of bounds.
Yep.
There's people sitting in the third row that would have caught that ball.
Sure, they would have liked to.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So he knows that. He's got to know that he's played that much. He's got to know when to get rid of that ball.
So loss of about and 4th and 22, punted away. Punt. And that's Nick Stoner, I believe, back there punted that away.
Wow.
He did. Nice punt.
Good punt by Nick Stoner. That was a beauty.
Into the end zone.
Yep, that's a beauty. What a good weapon to have, a good kicker and a good punter. Those are outstanding weapons that keep the other team backed up.
So on the touchback, we will flip the field here. Excuse me, not flip the field. We will, sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. We will flip the possession is what I meant to say.
3:45 left in the first quarter. Not sure. Are we getting time?
We are getting time at the moment.
Okay.
But that's actually, I misspoke because I looked down and things were frozen again. So I know we're having buffering issues on the viewing end as well.
Ooh.
Oh, tackle in the backfield.
Griffin Tucker. Griffin Tucker coming off his nose tackle position. And the center for Christian Academy is Cooper Hauser. And he's going to have his work cut out for him tonight going against Griffin Tucker. Griffin Tucker is probably one of the best offensive defensive linemen in this area, if not in all of southern Indiana. I'm high on him. I was high on him last year watching him play, and he has done nothing to get his again.
Strange throws it out, has a man caught at the 30-yard line, out to about the 37. That's Mazingo. And a first down.
Yeah, good play, a little waggle, bootleg play. And Christian Academy double-teamed Griffin Tucker, so they didn't have to worry about him. And that's an interesting play because they took one receiver deep and kept Providence's corners deep, and they brought a receiver all the way around and into the deep voided area.
Strange looks right, throws, has a man, caught. Kelly, the senior, out near the line to gain, and it is going to be a first down.
6'3", 180, a good-sized receiver with a lot, kind of a long receiver at 6'3", good long strides. First team all-region, had 570 yards last year and 9 touchdowns as a junior.
Well, and I like what I'm seeing out of Christian Academy. They took an early blow from the Pioneers and have rallied back. Now this time, though, inside handoff didn't go anywhere. That was Lincoln Rich and tackled for a loss.
Griffin Tucker and Lucas Allgood. Again, those two guys are going to be a force all season for Providence. Again, probably two of the Griffin Tucker maybe the best. Lucas Allgood's not that far behind him.
So 2nd and 15. Line to gain is the 30.
Providence
41. Heat. Strange throws it up. That's going to be a very short gain.
Yeah,
and that was Ward Sturkey.
Yeah, and Providence brought a little heat. Lincoln, right outside linebacker, coming hard. Nobody blocked him. Probably a poor blocking assignment on the part of Christian Academy that they didn't have somebody to block that defensive end. Here it comes again.
Oh, and let's see who this is against. Initial is against Providence, and it is. So second penalty of the game against the Pioneers.
Makes it now
another 5-yard variety.
And 3rd and 8. A long 8. A long 8.
So 3rd and 8 for Strange and company.
Outside linebackers coming again. Screen pass.
Oh, ball tipped, but caught. Oh, and making something out of not much there. That was Cook, Kyler Cook.
Yeah, that was very fortunate on the part of Cook to catch that ball because it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Great screen pass call on Christian Academy's part.
So that's the first down of the game with under a minute left to go here in this first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. In motion. Strange handoff to Cook. Oh, breaks a tackle in the backfield, but then couldn't get away from the linebacker Thomas.
Yeah, Hudson Abel was in the backfield and just wasn't he had his arm out, wasn't able to get his body in position, but he had some nice penetration. So Christian Academy always it looks like a one-back set with four wide receivers. Yep.
And penalty marker comes in.
See, what's happening, the Providence outside linebackers are watching the quarterback, and the quarterback's clapping his hands, and they think that's the signal. And it's not. He'll clap his hands, and then he'll do some verbiage, and they need to stop watching him clap his hands.
So 3rd penalty of the early going here for the Pioneers. That was one of your Pioneer keys to the game, was to not make first game mistakes. It looks like the first quarter is about to come to a close, so we will take a brief break. When we come back, we'll have more for you here on Glycott.
Cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever. The Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Southern Indiana High School football, where we are about to go into the second period, if I can get the graphic to do what it's supposed to do. I think it will. There we go. 6-0, Providence over Christian Academy of Knoxville. Again, folks, we are experiencing some technical difficulties, and so a very choppy broadcast for you, but trying to get you all the action. Strange throws. Broken up nicely.
Very good. Lucas Mock.
Glass was the intended receiver, and as Coach said, Lucas Mock comes in there and just right on time and broke up that pass that would have been for a first down.
Yeah, and Strange probably should have gotten rid of that a bit sooner. Had he got rid of it sooner, Mock would not have been able to break that up. Mock does a good job of closing on the receiver from his free safety spot. Does a marvelous job closing on that receiver and getting that ball away.
Strange calls for it. Looks right, throws right, into coverage, knocked around, and falls harmlessly to the turf. Both Mock and Frassard both had a chance at that.
Yeah, and they had Will Kelly bracketed. They had one short and one long, and there was no way Will Kelly was going to get that ball.
Well, and I think Mock really, I think it was Mock that hit it first. Well, almost was trying to flip it up in the air. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to see if Noah Frassard could come over and pick it off.
Well, worst thing you do sometimes, flip it up in the air. Knock it down. Just knock it down.
4th and 4 here. Rich in motion.
Leaves him center open. Oh, he's a tight end.
Trying to get away is Strange, but he is sacked for about a 6-yard loss. Back inside the 35-yard line.
And I'm looking. Griffin Tucker. I think he's had 3 or 4 tackles on this series.
He had 11.5 sacks last year, so he's just getting off to a good start this year.
Yep, he is. And I told you, to me, he's one of the top linemen in this. If Southern Indiana, I'm going to say from Indianapolis South, he's one of the top linemen.
So a turnover on downs. For the Warriors. And Providence goes back to work. Handoff, Mock, into traffic.
Yeah, not much there.
Whistle blows, and not much there at all.
The whole gang of Warriors. Maddox was led by Maddox Mazinga, the linebacker. I could see why Coach is high on him. He's not a very big kid. Mazinga's 5'11", only 170 pounds, but he plays. I think 5'11" might be a stretch as far as his height, but he plays big, and he's an outstanding linebacker.
Pass out to this near side.
Jacob
gain.
Jacob Evans, short gain. Just a little quick flip out to the wide receiver. Christian Academy does a nice job of closing on that. Now, look, if I'm Coach McDowell and I got a spotter up in the press box, I'm going to say maybe not this play, but maybe the next series, I'm going to run that same play, except this time I'm going to pump fake it to Jacob and let Jacob hitch and go, and it'll be wide open because Christian Academy really came up quick on the initial pass. That's what good spotters are telling the head coach.
So 3rd and 5. Need to remember to give you down in distance, folks, since I can't put it up on the computer. 3rd and 5. And quick pass to Stoner. off the fingertips and incomplete. Sidearm. Coach is going through the motions here.
Yeah.
How to throw a proper pass.
And Preston's a good quarterback. He kind of sidearmed that one, and because he sidearmed it, it went wide. It floated wide, coming over the top, and he'd have completed that. But he's a good quarterback. He knows what he's doing. He's got good coaches.
So Stoner.
I was a center, so what do I know?
Oh, low snap, but Stoner gets the punt away.
Another
wow,
boot.
another
Holy
nice punt.
Smokes.
Lands at the 12-yard line.
Out of bounds on
out
the
of
3.
Bounds. Let's see where. I think you're about right. I don't think it's quite the 3, but it's awful close. All right, we're going to –
the 6.
No, we better keep it here at the 6.
Yeah.
They're changing over quickly, so we will keep it here at the moment.
See, what a great weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, that's twice he's had outstanding punts. One was in the end zone.
54-yard punt. Well, longer than that because
Yeah.
he kicked it back. It was about a 64-yard punt, really.
Yeah.
Do the math. Sorry, 57. That's better.
It's hard for high school teams to drive that far without penalties, without mistakes.
Right.
I think when I was coaching, we did a survey on how many plays a high school team could run in a row without a penalty or a mistake, and it's about 8. And when you get to anything over 8, you expect something bad to happen.
Something may happen.
Yeah.
Well.
So you better make it quick. Get down the field quick.
Well, so the Warriors with Shepard Strange and company back out on offense. And in motion, Linkus.
Oh.
And we have a timeout. No, we've got a
delay a game
in the backfield.
No, delay a game or illegal substitution.
No, they are going to say it's
called timeout. He called timeout before the penalty.
Christian
He called timeout.
Yep. So we are going to take a break. We will be back. More second quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
6-0 here with 9:58 left in the second quarter. How is NIL impacting the landscape in high school athletics? Visit Glycod.com for comments from Indiana and Kentucky commissioners Paul Neidig and Julian Tackett. That plus continuous scoring updates on Glycod.com. So the Warriors avoid the penalty, moving closer to the goal line. Strange deep in his own territory. Linkus. And
boy, that was a dangerous
short gainer.
Oh, it's a dangerous pass in that area.
Yep.
Wow. The coach got a lot of confidence in his quarterback to throw that one, but that was that could have been a serious turnover.
So second and 8 or so by the marker across the field. So Strange. He's got Rich back there with him, gets the handoff, right side, makes the first couple guys miss and takes it out near the first down marker, and he should have it.
Good tackle by Lucas Mock from his safety spot.
There's a penalty flag on the field back at the 11.
Got a holding penalty on Christian Academy.
Holding. Oh, he's trying to clear himself here. Christian Academy, you are correct, sir. Second penalty of the game against the Warriors. Both of those of the 10-yard variety. Pioneers have been flagged 3 times for 15 yards thus far. As the Warriors really erase that
nice
good
game.
run from Lincoln Rich.
It was a good run. He's had 2 long runs that have been called back for holding penalties.
He'll break one sooner or later, you'd think.
Not this time.
Not this time. Caught in the backfield and stays out of the end zone, but it is going to be third and very, very long with the ball back on the two-yard line.
Griffin Tucker.
15 tackles for loss last year, and he's already working on that number for this year.
Christian Academy of Knoxville they have got to double team him on every play. They can't let their center try to block him one-on-one. That's not fair to ask that center to do that.
So 3rd and 13 for the Warriors.
Looks like they're coming with their outside linebackers. See if they come. Yep, here they come. Nope, drop.
Strange.
Oh,
throws it up and picked off. That's picked off and out of bounds. Gabriel Bermudez.
Gabriel Bermudez on an interception. That I don't know if that ball was tipped or slipped out of his hand, but that certainly was a duck just waiting to be intercepted.
So a turnover, and that gives the Pioneers fine field position with only 21 yards to pay dirt.
You know, comment real quick after this play.
Okay. So Kempf back out there with the offense. Cooper Ross in the backfield. Fake to Stoner. Kempf on the keeper. Wrapped up and knocked back, maybe a short gain of a yard or so. Going to be 2nd and about 8.
When you're backed up like on the 2-yard line, you're kind of limited as to the plays that you're going to be able to run. Because if you're going to throw a pass, it's going to have to be a quick.
We've got a late flag here, Coach, that came in. I'm not sure if there was a bit of a scrum or what. Please go ahead while we sort this out.
If you're going to throw a pass, it has to be a 3-step quick pass, get rid of it. So you can't go back and wait in the end zone and then
asking for trouble, isn't it?
That's what happened back there.
So the flag lies at the 25-yard line. We are waiting for the striped shirts to all
make a decision.
Make a decision here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Providence.
Yes, it sure was. So that is going to be a big penalty against the Pioneers there of the first half, and taking them back another 15 yards. So it'll still be 2nd down, but with the line to gain at the 10-yard line, it's going to be 2nd and 24.
Yep.
Providence. 22, excuse me. Ball on the turf, and I think the Christian Academy trying for it.
I think Kempf actually wrestled the ball.
Graham Moffitt was in there, as was Kempf.
But I think Kemp actually wrestled that ball away from Moffitt.
Yep.
Moffitt was on it, and Kemp from him. Heads up play on Kemp's part.
So back the Pioneers go some more.
Austin Chanley, a big offensive lineman for Providence, 6'3", 290, their center. Kind of leads them out of the huddle.
3rd and 26 for the Pioneers. Kempf nearly loses it again, and he does lose it. Ball on the turf and fallen on.
That should actually be a forward pass. That actually should be an incomplete forward pass.
Lincoln Crew was who fell on it. But
they're going to call it a fumble.
They're going to call it a fumble.
But if you'll see, I think this referee is telling
I wasn't sure if it was. Yeah, maybe.
Because Kemp was falling down and tossed the ball forward, and it became a forward pass.
And they're going to say it was an incomplete pass.
Right.
Very good, Coach.
Thank you.
Folks, normally I would love to show you a replay of that, but with our technology issues with bandwidth here, trying to show you a replay would totally it blocks the system. It will not let us do that. So we're just having to bring you the live action and describe as best we can what's going on. But it's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to figure out where the line of scrimmage was.
Well, they moved the down marker.
They moved the down marker,
before
exactly.
They should have. So
it was
3rd and 24.
3rd and 24 or 26. I think it was back to 26.
26?
Yes. I think it was 3rd and 26. So an incomplete pass, 4th down.
Let's see if they figure out where to put it. That's not the spot.
I don't think
that's not the spot.
They're gonna,
no.
They're going to put it at the 36-yard line.
That's not the spot.
That's probably a couple of yards
10,
in Providence's favor.
Yes. So if that ball's dead on the 1-yard line, the referee's handed Providence a gift.
Stoner back to kick it away. Kicking it towards the corner. It's going to be out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. So he was trying to aim that, just didn't quite get it where he wanted to get it.
No.
So it's going to be at the 21, actually.
So Christian Academy got out of that mess unscathed and ended up getting better field position than when they punted.
So Christian Academy back out on offense. 1st and 10. 6:29 remaining here in the first half of play, our opening game of Southern Indiana High School football. Again, our apologies for our streaming issues, but trying to get you all the game we can. Handoff inside. Met quickly. Trying to see who that was. That was Rich again.
But I know who made the tackle.
55. Griffin Tucker.
Yeah, if he's not making the tackle, Lucas Allgood is making the tackle. I tell you, those two guys both are a force. And Christian Academy is stubborn. They keep trying to run right over those two guys. Now, what I liked when Christian Academy had their nice drive was Strange getting the ball out of his hand quickly or letting him move and run around. And they've kind of gotten away from that.
So Strange, chased, has to run around the referee, ends up pitching it back. He did not get it to the line of scrimmage, but I think there was a man in the area, so going to be 3rd down on that incomplete pass.
That was pressure by Pete Lanham out of his outside linebacker spot. But they need, like I said, I would like to see him go back to Strange on the run, getting him moving.
But getting him moving, right.
On purpose, not by accident.
not with Pete Lannon.
No. Yeah, or Allgood or Tucker.
Well, we saw a nice drive that. Oh, there it was again. Pete Lannon stepped across the line.
Yeah, well, Pete, you're overly aggressive, and that's not a bad thing. Keaton Harkness is coming in now for Pete.
So it's going to make it 3rd and 3 for the Warriors after the penalty.
Keep your head up, Pete. Keep your head up.
Throw, caught. That's Sturchy. He's got the 1st down and a little more.
Well, and there you go. See, they get him moving. They get quarterback moving. And they get a successful play. Christian Academy needs to keep doing that. If they expect him to stand back there right behind the center, Allgood and Griffin Tucker are going to destroy that quarterback. They need to keep him moving.
So Sturkey with a nice catch there. 1st and 10. Strange throws it out for Rich. Bobbles it. Couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, Rich had his eyes on Lucas Thomas rather than the ball.
Coming at him.
Yeah.
Yep, that blue jersey.
Yep. Did I win? No.
I'm going to let you guys draw. Somebody up here.
Not me.
Coach trying to pick his own number in the 50-50 raffle.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the only way I'd ever win.
Strange. Oh, whistle.
You know, again, early in the season, first game, you expect a lot of these kind of substitution penalties, wrong players on the field, illegal procedures. All those things you don't want to see it, you don't want to do it, but you expect it as a coach.
I didn't see a flag.
Nope.
So it was whistled dead, but I don't
know why.
See any penalty, and I don't see a penalty flag. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. But again, didn't see any penalty or anything. Strange, 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far, throws to that one on the far.
Yeah.
And knocked down out of bounds. Try to see who that is. That was Will Kelly over there.
And it's good, quick, crisp. I got the ball in my hand. I got the ball out of my hand.
You're right.
3rd and 4.
Yep, 3rd and 4 for the Warriors. Likus and Glass to the near side. It's like Kelly and maybe Cook to the far side.
Oh.
And that was Phillips, actually. Jack Phillips was the intended receiver. Brings up 4th down.
And I couldn't see who did Unruh break that. No, it wasn't Unruh.
I'm not sure.
Lucas Mock. I think it was
possibly
Lucas
Mock. Yeah, Unruh's on this side. The defensive back on this side.
And they've moved Wyatt Small, the free safety. Now they're rotating back again. So they got cover 2. They went to cover 2.
And Strange on the keeper, and he was met by Lucas Thomas.
Lucas Thomas did a really nice job at linebacker, along with, and I'm surprised that Griffin Tucker and Lucas Allgood didn't make
They weren't in on it.
Yeah.
So another turnover on downs as the Warriors from Knoxville were able to move the ball for a bit, but then stalled out near midfield. With 4:19 left, and the clock stopped here in this second half.
So let's see if Providence goes back. They got a totally unbalanced backfield, double blockers.
Preston Kempf was looking to run. Now he reverses his field, trapped in the backfield. He's not thought about trying to throw the ball at all, and he loses 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, that was a quarterback sweep all the way. There was no receivers. Everybody was blocking.
Great defense by the Warriors. So they're going to say loss of 6 back to the 46-yard line.
And a really good thing that the Warriors did was they had a trail man who followed as deep as a quarterback, because when the quarterback turned to reverse his field, the trail man was there to disrupt the play. Sign of a well-coached defense.
I was just going to say that, yeah. With lots of time to prepare.
Yes.
Pitch, and Mock met in the backfield, but he gets away.
Yeah.
Going to be a short gainer. Anywhere near the first down marker, just a yard or 2. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and about 14.
He got away from Graham Moffitt on the initial tackle. He broke the first tackle, but only picked up a couple yards after that. But
well, at halftime, folks, we will be debuting a new feature for our halftimes of these Southern Indiana games. Kaz's Corner. Coach Kaz is going to talk about how student athletes and parents should relate to coaches.
Oh, what a nice play. Good
nice
draw.
play there. Mock
Good draw, yes.
with a nice run. He's going to be out near the first down marker.
Alex Glass for Christian Academy saved a touchdown on a really nice open field tackle. But really a great play, kind of a wraparound. Quarterback goes past the running back and then reaches around and hands him the ball. It's really a kind of a cool play. I used to call it the Cincinnati draw play.
So it's about 11-yard gain. Going to leave the Pioneers with a fourth and 2.
See if Cooper Ross is not in there. He is in.
Cooper Ross.
Boom, first down.
First down. Both teams with 5 first downs in this first half.
Cooper Ross is a really good short yardage runner for Providence. If he's in the game at running back, there's a chance he's going to get the ball.
So Providence leading 6-0. Trying to see if they can put some more points on the board here in this first half. Ross takes the handoff, keeps battling, finally falls forward for about a gain of a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, nothing there at all.
Second and 8.
There. Good defensive line play by Christian Academy. Kind of stood up the Providence offensive linemen. There was nowhere for Cooper to run.
Ross comes to the sideline and out of the game. Should be that Mock will stay in that running back position, kind of in the pistol formation. Kempf looking at the wideout on the right side and threw it right into the hands of Tino Hutchinson, who couldn't haul it in. And I was feeling sorry for the young man from up here because, boy, he had...
I don't see how you could even drop that ball.
That's why
I don't.
I was feeling for him because he...
Holy smokes.
Because all he had to do was gather that up, and he had nothing but open turf for at least 20 yards and maybe all the way.
And I think that's what he saw.
Yep,
he saw that 20
so.
yards of open turf, and he forgot to catch the ball for first.
So 3rd and 8 here.
Tino, you won't get many more chances like that in your career.
And a little reverse there to Stoner, and well defended for a loss. Going to bring up 4th down. Stoner's going to have to punt it away again.
Elijah Hoke coming out of his safety position to make the tackle.
So loss of 3 there. And as we're winding down towards halftime, I will tell you that unfortunately we probably will not be able to run the ticker at halftime. But we will have a MAC minute, and we will have Coach Kaz's corner. We do have a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a brief. Nope, that's it. That's it for the half.
No, timeout. I think they got the timeout in.
I thought they did too.
Put 1/10 of a second on. 1.6.
1.6. They want to make sure that no one can get a run back here.
Well, fire it deep into the end zone on a Hail Mary play. And how appropriate is it to have a Hail Mary play at Providence?
There you go. No, it looks like they're setting up for
a field goal.
A field goal, Ravel.
Well, Ravel
sure
has
looks
a
like
leg.
it.
He has a leg. Now if I'm Christian Academy, I'm not going to try to block this. I'm going to play defense because I'm really expecting him to run a fake. Now, if I'm Providence's coach, I'm going to kick the field goal because if I was going to run a fake, I would go ahead and run a play.
Right.
So Christian Academy is playing it safe.
Yep, they're going to have somebody back. And Mock will be the holder. Ravel boots it up. It's into the hands.
And he's returning it.
Whistle was blown.
Touchback.
All right, that does it. That's the half. So at the end of the first half, we have the Providence Pioneers 6, the Christian Academy of Knoxville Warriors nothing. Come on back. We'll have halftime show for you here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
a life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
And welcome back to Providence High School, where we are in our opening night of high school football here on Glycod. We apologize again for the technical difficulties that we are having here in this local environment, but we are still trying to make sure you get the game. Providence 6, Christian Academy of Knoxville 0, and again, we are at half. Coach, just your initial thoughts on that first half of action, Coach Jim Kazmarek.
Well, let's look at Providence first.
Sure.
They get the ball and go right down the field. Little counter, some option, some really nice-looking plays. Boom, boom, down the field. Christian Academy's on the heel. They don't know. This is not what we expected.
Right.
Score right away.
Yep. Nick Stoner, 8 yards.
So what did I say? Christian Academy had to adjust their defense and make sure you didn't get outflanked by those wide receivers. They have done that and really have done a really nice job defending Providence from that point on. On the other side, Christian Academy was stymied, really couldn't do much of anything. They had a nice drive, didn't get anything out of it. They had another nice drive, didn't get anything out of it. They were fortunate on an interception that Providence didn't score. So if I'm in the locker room at Providence, I got to go back and say, okay, what was working at the beginning of the game? Why was it working? And how do we incorporate that back into our game plan in the second half?
Christian Academy.
Take some of the pressure off of Preston Kemp.
Right.
Secondly, on Christian Academy's part, I got to say we're not going to run the ball inside. I mean, those guys are pretty stout.
Yep.
Allgood and Griffin Tucker. I don't want to forget anybody else. Pete Lanham and Hudson Abel. Those are some pretty stout players they've got in their plane. So we got to get our passing game going. I got to get the ball on my quarterback's hands sooner.
Right.
We got to get the ball 1, 2, 3, throw the ball 1, 2, 3. If we're going to run longer passes, it's going to have to be with the quarterback running. He's going to have to be moving and running. Play action passes might work. The problem with play action passes, it kind of slows down the quarterback and allows the defense some more time to get pressure. So just getting the quarterback out and running might be a better way to do it. I don't think they're going to run the ball on Providence. They've proven they can pass it. So that's what you need to go back to. So it should be interesting to see what both coaches do at halftime.
Let's briefly bring you the scoreboard. Tonight's scoreboard presented by Deering Floor Center. Looking for new floors in Southern Indiana? Contact Deering Floor Center at 812-487-1446. That's 812-487-1446. Again, in our present environment, can't run a graphic, so I'm just going to have to tell you. St. X up over Floyd Central, 28-14 in the second quarter. Pike Central up over Clarksville, 14-0 in the first. New Albany trailing Franklin at New Albany at the end of 1, 3-0. Silver Creek up over Charlestown in the Battle of 403. I sure hope they've got a good Wi-Fi environment over there. You're getting to see a good one over there. Silver Creek 27, Charlestown 12, and that one's probably just about at halftime. So again, that's your Deering Floor Center ticker, brought to you by Deering Floor Center, 812-487-1446. Let's step away. When we come back, we will talk with Coach Kaz and have Kaz's Corner here on Glycott.
Vaccines help fight infections. When your child gets vaccinated, their immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades their body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide your child with the best protection against serious diseases. The Clark County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, please visit clarkhealth.net. Clark County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Hackey Page today.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
a life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Travis and I were able to play the great game of football together for a few years there at Providence, and his senior year, my sophomore year, played together in the backfield there. Travis was a fullback, and I was a tailback, and almost kind of giving you, didn't know it at the time, but maybe something that looking forward that now that we're able to work together here at Mike and kind of team up in the same way. It was definitely a pretty special time.
We live in a small community, and business owners, non-business owners that have been very kind to us coming up through the years, and supporting us through our high school years and on to college, and then ultimately into business. We like to give back. We're proud of the community that we live in, and we want to help people as much as we can help them. And then we kind of just have a tradition of that. Our mother and father were very philanthropic, and it's just something that was kind of instilled in us. We enjoy taking care of the community that we live in.
Yeah, this is where we live. This is where we work. This is where our employees live and work, and it's important to us, not only the product that we're putting out every day, but just making sure that we're friendly with our neighbors. And we've joined a lot of partnerships with Prosser and future leaders there, and we're really happy about that. We do a lot of different scholarship programs with graduating seniors that are going on, and not necessarily 100% in our field, but just potential future leaders that hopefully will come back into this community. And
just good, honest people. Chad and I we say it to one another a lot. You do the right things for the right reasons, and good things happen to you. Just taking care of people, be disciplined, and be providers to society. Go out each and every day and do something that betters the people that are around you, betters your community, versus sucking the life out of it.
This Mac Minute on Glycod is brought to you by Mac Construction. Family owned with over 40 years experience in civil construction and streetscaping. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions.
Halftime here at Providence High School, where the Pioneers lead Christian Academy of Knoxville 6-0, and we're going to be very brief on this, but a new feature here at halftime, Kaz's Corner, with Coach Jim Kazmarek. And our subject this evening, how should parents go about talking with a coach? And first thought, what's the coach's responsibility?
Well, the coach's responsibility is to clearly communicate with the parents what his expectations are of the players and his expectations of the parents, and also that the parents can come in and talk to me about their child. That's very important to understand. You can come in. I'll be more than happy to talk to you, but it has to be about your student athlete.
And how should what is the correct way for parents to ask the coach about playing status?
Do not do it right after a game. That is absolutely the worst possible time you can talk to a coach about why your son isn't playing or isn't playing enough. Don't do it then. Call the coach on Monday and ask him if you can come in and speak with him about your child. And that's the important thing. Don't talk about philosophy. Don't talk about strategies. Don't talk about your child, and a good coach is going to clearly communicate, this is what your child is doing in practice, and this is what we expect him to do, and if he keeps doing those kinds of things, he'll probably gain some playing time later in the season. So communication is very important, but don't do it right after the game.
And how should a player go about questioning his playing status?
Talk to your position coach. Ask your position coach, Coach, what can I do to get better? Coach, why am I not playing? Coach, what can I do in practice that's going to help me play? The position coach is the one who best knows what that player is doing every day.
Okay, so there you go. That's what you should do as far as how should parents go about talking with a coach. Well, we're going to step aside and I will also say, Coach and I shared with him just a few moments ago, you got to come back next week, folks, and see Kaz's Corner when we're in a little bit better environment here because, boy, do I have a graphic for you. So we've got something fun planned for you, so stay tuned for that again next week. Okay, we're going to step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this first half, and we'll have second half upcoming here on Glycod.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
As we return to Providence High School here on our opening game of the high school football season 2024 on Glycod, it's time to look at our first half scoring from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. Well, that's actually pretty easy. Our first half scoring was an 8-yard rushing touchdown from Nick Stoner with the point after touchdown / 2-point conversion. No good. High snap and then an attempt at a pass, but that fell harmlessly to the turf. And 6-0 for the Pioneers. And that's been it from the scoring department. Should give you one more quick reading of those Deering Floor Center ticker numbers of other games of local interest. St. X 28, Floyd Central 14. Pike Central 14, Clarksville nothing. Franklin at New Albany 3-0, and Silver Creek at Charlestown 27-12 in that battle of 403. That one's bound to be at halftime by now. Coach, okay, so we had no turnovers by the Pioneers, 2 turnovers on downs, and an interception thrown to Bermudez for the Christian Academy Warriors. Any thoughts as we begin the third quarter here, what both teams need to do?
Well, you know what, I like Christian Academy's philosophy on those fourth down plays of going for it. You're seeing more and more teams getting away from punting and going into let's go for it on fourth down. So I really like that philosophy on their part. Providence's defense is stout, just as stout as it was last year. They follow their assignments perfectly on defense. Their defensive coordinator of Providence does a great job. Get ready to kick off. Here we go.
Here we go. Second half upcoming here from Providence High School as the kick comes down and into the hands of Linkus, who carries it. Still going. Finally ridden down Nice run back there. Stoner makes the tackle, and it'll be 1st and 10 at about the 35-yard line.
You know, haven't we mentioned his name a lot tonight?
Nick Stoner, we sure have.
Offensively, defensively, punting.
Yep.
Oh, man.
A little bit everywhere.
Yep.
Well, one of those on the field at all moments guys.
Yep. He's off right now. I don't believe it.
He just had to make a liar out of him. So as we begin the third quarter of play, I will tell you again, unfortunately, that we are having technical difficulties from here at Providence. So just able to bring you camera, and we're not going to put down and distance up. Oh, nicely done there. That was Griffin Tucker again with a tackle for loss.
There's no superlatives that I haven't used to talk about the way Griffin Tucker plays. He's so quick. His feet are moving. They have got you. Every team that plays against him is going to have to double team him or come up with a scheme on how to handle him.
So it's going to make it 2nd and 13 for Shepard Strange and company. Lincoln Rich in the backfield there with Strange. 3 wideouts to this side. Now in motion there goes Sturkey. Looking for Linkus, but he was covered. Rolling right. Strange. He's just going to duck out of bounds after a couple-yard game. A little bit of a business decision there.
Well, and his receivers have got to know when he's under duress, when he's running and under duress, they have to come to him.
Come back.
This one receiver is running down the middle of the field waving his arms like, don't you see me? All he sees is blue shirts chasing him. You need to get in position where you can help your quarterback in those cases. Break off your route and come back to help the quarterback.
3rd and 12 here. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far. Just a little lob to Rich and no gain there.
Yeah, they're trying to slow. They're trying to slow down Allgood and Tucker with a screen pass, and basically they threw it up over his head. But the linebacker did a nice job of covering the back out of the backfield on the screen pass. Good play call. Good way to slow down the rush, but
that was actually Kyler Cook.
Yeah.
Kyler Cook with the reception, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So they are going to punt. That's what we talked about. Not doing. Going for the block again. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, almost had it.
Nice punt, though. Caught at the 27, but then ridden down. That's Lucas Mock.
Yeah.
With really no return. He may have stepped forward a couple of yards. I think they're going to give him tip of the ball on the 30, but really not much of a return there. Nice coverage on that punt.
Lucas Thomas was the one that got in there and just I'd like to see him dive. I want to see him leave his feet and get his arms out in front of the foot of the punter. And it takes practice. We used to practice. We had a big crash pad we'd bring out to practice on punt blocking practice. And the kids would dive into they loved it. They loved it. And I'd punt the ball at them. I didn't want my punter to practice getting punts blocked, so I would punt. And I'm a terrible punter, by the way.
Stoner around the side.
Oh, boy, did he. Holy smokes.
Couple of nice broken tackles there and 1st down.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack Phillips from his safety spot really got unloaded on by the running back.
So that was Stoner with the carry. Yes. Mozingo was credited with the tackle. But Phillips, like you said,
he got stoned.
He got whacked there. This time a keeper, and Kempf dives forward. Little trickery there by the Pioneers.
Yeah.
Gain of about 5.
Alex Gilmer, 5'8", 181 linebacker for Christian Academy, was being blocked by Austin Chanley, 6'3", 290. Bit of a mismatch.
So 2nd and 5 from the 47-yard line. Just underway here in this third quarter, but already Christian Academy with a possession, and now the Pioneers in command of the ball. Little pitch and run, and not much there. Going to be a loss of a yard or so.
So a little different offense going on right now for Providence, because now they've got their quarterback under center instead of in the shotgun position. See if they do it this time.
So they're going to say really back to the line of scrimmage. So it's still going to be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's a tough blocking assignment for the receiver.
Handoff. Ross barrels forward, but he, while he does get across midfield and into Christian Academy territory, he will still be about a yard shy of that first down marker. See where the spot is. Yeah, generous spot there, but it's still going to be a good yard shy.
Yeah, Colin Greider thought he'd taken the ball out of Cooper Ross's arms on that tackle, but referee had already called the play dead. Okay, here comes our great punter tonight.
So this is Stoner.
Yep.
Instead of going for it on 4th and 1, let's wait and see for any trickery here.
Yep, here it is.
Yep.
Boom.
Snap to Ross. Would love to be able to show you that
Good
one
call.
on a replay, but like I said, unfortunately unable to do that this evening. But a gain of about 5?
Yeah, good call.
Yep.
Yeah, at least 5. Oh, we got a player down right now. But good call on your part, good call on the coach's part. Why punt it?
Yep.
Why punt it and give up the ball? You know, you only had a yard. Interesting, though, that they did that out of a fake punt rather than just running a play.
And we've got a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be back with more here on Glycod.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day.
And we're going to come back as the clock has been restarted, and then of course a flag comes in.
Yeah, offside on, I believe it was number 66 for Christian Academy, offside.
Pete Lennon was the player down for the Pioneers, and he's on the sideline getting stretched out and some extra hydration there.
Yep.
Coach is preaching the pickle juice.
Pickle juice, that's the answer. Gets rid of the cramps immediately.
So that
I have a gallon of it in my refrigerator at home, if you can believe that.
The first penalty of the half for the Warriors. Lucas Mock stood up right at the first down marker, but after a nice 5-yard gain.
Yeah, he's got the first down.
That was a heck of a hit.
Yeah, but Lucas, you can't run through there like a statue on roller skates. You got to get down. You got to lower your pads. You got to get your pads down by your thigh pads.
So the Pioneers with their second first down of the half.
I'll move out here.
A little bit of a high snap with a handoff. Mock, spin move. Nice gain. Flag comes in, though, from the defensive backfield. Tackle finally made by Jack Phillips. And we've got a hold.
And we got a cramp. But here's the key. If you look at that play, if we had a replay, you look at that play, and there wasn't a white shirt. There wasn't a white shirt on that tackle for 7 yards. He had 7 yards of free running before a white shirt ever broke loose and made the tackle. Now, I guess part of it was because Providence was called for holding.
Mock comes to the sideline. He was shaken up a bit there. But a penalty for holding against the Pioneers. So 10-yard penalty.
But they really
Again, they were penalized 5 times for 35 yards in the first half. That's their first penalty for the Pioneers in the second. Mock back in there. And now, timeout. Providence. And we will take a brief timeout as well and be back with more here on Glycod.
Coach.
Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Back with high school football, 6:49 left in the third period here. Coming out of that Providence timeout. There earlier on when I thought there was, going to be that there was a timeout on the field. I thought maybe Christian Academy had taken that earlier, but they had not. It was an official timeout.
Right. Yeah.
So it's going to be first and 13, a long 13, I believe, from the 34-yard line for the Pioneers. Kempf just on the quarterback run. That was designed all the way, and it was a gain of only about a yard. Going to bring up second down and probably 13. I don't even think I could call that 12 yet. So
we have a Christian Academy player down now. And we're getting lots of cramps at this point in the second half.
Yep.
I was watching number 56, Jorge Reyes Nino, the left guard for Providence. He's a freshman.
Yes.
And Coach even said when I was talking to him earlier that he's starting a freshman at one of the guard spots. So he has to be a good player. So I was just happened to watch him. He's a 5'9", 215-pound freshman, and apparently has great leg strength. But he is really a good blocker. I mean, he's got perfect form. He's got his feet moving. He held up the Christian Academy player, number 50. And number 50 for Christian Academy is
Michael Yoakum,
who is a 5'9", 192-pound sophomore. So it's a good matchup, freshman against a sophomore. That should be a good matchup for both players. Alex Gilmer is coming out with, you can tell he's got bad cramp. That old leg, if he bends that knee, that thing's going to cramp up in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't these teams listen to me? And
I don't know.
A gallon of pickle juice with them.
I'm not sure. Does it work that quickly?
If it doesn't, you take a spoonful of yellow mustard.
Kempf to throw. Has a man that's small.
Pass interference?
Nope. They're going to say
there's a little
overthrown.
push.
There was little hands involved, but I don't
push.
think you didn't really push. So no whistle
and the
there.
ball was kind of out of bounds.
It was. But I think it was just kind of incidental contact there. So it's going to bring up third down. There again, folks, love to be able to bring you replay, but unfortunately advised by the nice folks at Huddle that that shouldn't do that, as might bring down the system. We're wanting to make sure and get you the live action. Kempf rolling, and
chased down by Mazingo.
Yep, chased down by Mazingo. We've said that a couple times tonight.
Yeah, Maddox Mazingo, good speed, good angle of attack on his part.
So the Pioneers stall out.
4th and 10.
4th and 10.
And
so 4th and 10 with 6:04 left here in this third quarter. This one has certainly turned into a defensive struggle.
It has.
Coach, too, for a team that last year in these Pioneers, they had a running clock nearly every game they were in.
That's right.
Yeah, every regular season game they were in.
But the team they're playing is a
tough game.
Is a tough team.
Yep,
they're a
absolutely.
good football team.
Yep.
Well coached.
Absolutely. So 4th and 10. Going for it here. Kempf, here comes a man. Kempf escapes. And now he's still going backwards.
Uh-oh.
Gonna have to throw it upfield, and had a man could not connect.
But
that was Jacob Evans, but turnover on downs.
But you see, the good thing that Evans did
came back.
He came back to help his quarterback.
Yep.
And that's an example of good coaching to get your players to understand that running down the field waving your arms is not really helping.
So stalling out after making inroads into the Christian Academy half of the field, the Pioneers turnover on downs.
Third quarter is
rapidly going. 5:25.
5:25, yeah. Both the games are being played between the 40-yard lines, 30-yard lines.
Yep,
I mean,
sure
really,
is.
nobody's really threatening anymore. Good defenses, very good defenses.
Inside handoff.
That was a little trickeration play there.
Sure was, yeah.
That was, had a back right up there close and hand it to him, and then everybody run that way. And that back is supposed to wait 1,000, 1,000, then run.
So that was Maddox Mazingo in there for that short gainer, and it's going to make it 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard gain. Strange. It's man in motion. Looks to throw. Has a man on that right
yes,
side.
Sir.
Caught for the first down and some more. Still going now. Out of bounds. Ward Sturkey.
A well-designed play because the quarterback comes one way, sprints left, plants his foot in the ground, and throws back to the right-hand side where there's nobody.
Yep.
No, all the defenders have followed the quarterback.
So Sturkey with a nice gainer there into Providence territory.
Was it?
Now Rich.
Rich, yeah.
Lincoln Rich with the carry. Going to be a very short gain there.
Yeah, they call that a stretch play where all the linemen try to get in one guy's face and stay with him and hand the ball off wide to the running back, and running back's responsible to find a gap, to find a hole somewhere.
So you're going to call that no gain. So it's 2nd and 10. Put the ball on the 47-yard line.
Oh, he did it again.
Managed to get Providence to jump again. Going to be a 5-yard penalty there. So 15 penalty yards thus far in the second half against the Pioneers.
Coach McDonald is very frustrated with that. I can tell by his that is very frustrating.
His body language on the sideline.
Very frustrating for that to continue to happen.
Throwing it up.
No.
Nearly picked off.
We've had 2 of those tonight.
And I couldn't see who that was. It's Trevor Unruh. Broke that up, but he had his hands on the ball and had every chance to pick that off and go back the other way for at least a bit of a scamper.
It's two wide open interceptions we've had dropped tonight. That really could have been game changers. We'll see what happens here.
Right, both of them could have been. So 3rd and 5. Rich in motion. Strange looks to throw. Couldn't find Rich, and going to bring up 4th down.
If you catch the ball like this, you're knocking the ball to the ground. You got to catch it like this. You cradle it. It just drives me crazy when I see receivers try to catch the ball like this, and they end up knocking the ball to the ground.
So 4th and 5. After flipping the field on the Pioneers, the Warriors.
It's a big play right here.
Yes, big play. Pitch, catch, and the first down. That was Will Kelly.
Yeah.
They're on about a 6-yard gain with 5 to go. So good job by the Warriors getting that first down.
Timeout. Injured player again. Cramp.
Another injured player on the field.
I don't think the Providence people know there's an injured player.
Well, there is. So you know what? We're going to take a brief break. We will be back with you in just a few moments. More upcoming here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return, 3:49 remains here in the third quarter. A timeout on the field due to injury. And, Coach, you were just making a comment about smaller schools and players playing both ways.
Well, and the injuries that we're seeing actually are just are players with cramps, and not to minimize
belittle,
how
right?
much
It's
a
still
cramp
uncomfortable,
is,
yeah.
It hurts a lot, as I know. But and that's one of the problems you have in a single-A school where players have to play a lot, both ways a lot of times, and it's a hot, humid night. And by the third quarter, the fourth quarter, all the hydration that they had done prior to the game is out of their system. So now they're cramping. And it's not like they're out of shape or the coaches haven't been conditioning.
Right.
It's just this is what happens.
On a hot and humid night,
Yeah.
because the humidity is certainly built back in tonight compared to earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Flag on the play. This one's going against Christian Academy.
So that nice weather we had
Earlier in the week.
early week actually hurts the preparation for tonight's game because they didn't practice in this kind of weather all week long.
Right.
You get the game night, and all of a sudden it's 90% humidity.
So 5-yard penalty. Oh, right through the hands of Sturkey.
And Sturkey's made some nice catches, and that was another example, though, I think, of someone who's turning their head to run before they've actually secured the ball.
So 2nd and 15.
And it's so hard. You keep preaching it and talking about it. Catch the ball and then turn and run. Catch the ball and then turn and run. You might as well catch it because you're going to get hit anyway. So
Right, you might as well catch it first.
Catch it first. Providence bringing a linebacker. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes.
Strange scrambles, right side, man in his face, ends up throwing it away out of bounds. That was Mock.
Smart play.
Right up in his grill.
But you'll see, look at the two receivers for Christian Academy. They're in the end zone at the exact opposite end of where Strange is running around looking for help.
So 3rd and 15. So after getting the first down, that penalty of 5 yards
it's hurt.
Has definitely hurt the Warriors. Strange calls for it. Looks to unload, throws it downfield. Nice ball, but catchable for Providence, knocked down.
Yeah, knocked down by the receiver. Is that Will Kelly there?
Yes, knocked down by Will Kelly, and maybe a cramp there too.
Yeah, and Will Kelly turned into a defensive back there to knock that play away from the ball away from the two Providence players.
So we've got a brief timeout on the field. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and catch another quick break. We'll be back with more here upcoming in the third quarter on Glycod.
Is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Academy, I'm saying.
As we come back here in the third quarter.
And they're going to punt.
Christian Academy is going to need to punt the ball away.
Providence has called timeout.
And they sure did. So Providence with another timeout. And we will take this opportunity to take another quick break. Be back with more upcoming here on Glycod.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
So Providence down to 1 timeout remaining in the ball game. We'll see if that may come back to hurt them later on. But leading 6-0, and it looks like Bennett Jelks will be punting the ball away from Providence 44.
Good snap.
Good snap.
Not a great punt.
Not a great punt.
But unless.
And down at about the 3-yard line. It was a good punt.
Yeah, it ended up being a good
great
bounce.
roll there. Love to show you that replay, folks. But again, we've been advised none of that.
And you notice the difference when Stoner's punting. He's traditionally punting. He's punting the ball with dropping the ball on the ball. The new way of punting is to punt and drop it point first.
Right.
And you kick it with the point up and down rather than horizontal.
Horizontally, yeah.
And you get those great bounces. Sometimes you get a backspin on them.
Yep.
It's a new way of punting. All right, this is going
to be a little tough.
Serious Providence position here.
Yep. Buried in their own territory.
Oh, boy.
Kemp.
Oh, boy.
Hand off.
Oh, boy.
It's
That's a safety.
Going to be a safety.
Yep. That is.
And that is a safety for Christian Academy. I didn't see who made the tackle. Try to hear who that was.
Yeah. So that punt, look how important that punt ended up being. That you put them on the 1-yard line, you get a safety, you're going to get the ball back probably inside the 50-yard line, and now you're only down by 4 points. Now, I've often wondered if you're kicking off after a safety, how many teams would expect you to do an onside kick? Who would expect you to do an onside kick after a safety?
I don't know. Can you do an onside kick? Because it's I guess you
could. Yeah, it's a free kick.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know. Boy, the risks there.
Well, it
considering
is.
Where you're kicking
but
from.
Nobody expects it. That's the key.
Well, so Jackson Ravel to kick the ball away, and this is certainly we've seen he has a leg, and he is definitely going to have to use it here. But this is also a great turn of events after that punt for Christian Academy.
Holy smokes.
Big boot there.
Oh, my goodness. Did he outkick his coverage, though?
Fielded at the 14, turned in the corner, and then pushed out of bounds. That was Eric Moore on the...
Let me tell you, if Providence wins this game, that could be what just won the game for him.
That was a fantastic kick. So
was...
Moore with a nice return, but things just couldn't really gel, so he was forced out of bounds. So Christian Academy with the ball back, trailing by 4.
But, boy, that really got Providence out of a deep hole right there. That was a great kick. And I don't remember him being their kicker last year.
He was not. No, that was, I'll think of it.
Boy, that was a secret
Kicker
weapon.
last year was the soccer goalie. I'll think of his name. I'm sorry. Age begins to creep in. Nicely done there. Out to Sturkey, and Sturkey.
That little waggle pass has been effective tonight with Sturkey coming out of the backfield.
It's going to be a good 8.5, 9-yard gain. So going to bring up second and a long one.
You know, it kind of looks like Christian Academy's gotten the second win.
They have. Yeah, it does seem like that. They are beginning to impose their will on this Providence defense. Handoff inside. Rich gets away, gets the first down. The ball knocked out of his hands, but was knocked out of bounds. So that's a first down. It's the 4th first down for the
he's a hard little runner.
Warriors.
Lincoln Rich, 5'6", 175 senior. He's a hard runner, isn't he?
Yep, sure is.
He's got some good wheels, too. That was a nice little he take it inside and break it outside. Had some good blocking downfield. There he goes again. Nope. Cut. Oh,
Rich.
Nice cut.
Nicely done.
Nice cut, yes.
Well into the secondary. That's going to be another first down. So Rich with a nice run right up the middle. Now, they weren't able to do that early, but they are able to do it now.
We need to focus on what's happening in the interior of the line there.
They're working a little bit quicker, too. Handoff, Rich again. Goes right up the middle. This is a little shorter gain.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 4 to 5.
Still, they're kind of gouging Providence's defense right now.
Now Rich is down.
Yeah, he cramped.
He's cramping a little bit, too.
He cramped on the last play. He came up cramping on the last play and should have actually taken himself out.
So we've got an official's timeout. Still in this third quarter. A long third quarter.
Long third quarter. You know, we're not used to this.
No,
Todd.
right. Because,
we're used to Providence being in a running clock, and it's 47-7.
Right.
And this is a good test. Providence needs.
They're gonna learn a lot about their team, and Christian Academy as well.
Yes,
is really going to learn a lot about their team in a game like this.
Yes, both teams probably needed a game like this. I think Providence did for sure.
Handoff inside, and one broken tackle, and then met.
That's close to
that
the
was
first down.
Cook, Kyler Cook with the gain.
Yeah.
I think they're going to say, it's going to be about 3rd and 3, so a couple-yard gain. That was a hard run for just a couple of yards.
They need Rich back in the game.
And a penalty flag comes in, encroachment. Another 5-yard penalty. But that's going to give a first down to the Warriors, their 6th of the half. 20 yards of penalties against the Pioneers, but that was a costly one.
Yep.
Strange, handoff, Rich. And that interior line for the Warriors is...
They're all of a sudden,
they brought their lunch pails today because they've gone to work all day long.
Well,
and they finally are really, it's paying off.
Yeah, now all of a sudden it's paying off for them. And they give... now, if I'm the spotter for Christian Academy, I'm going to run that same play, but this time I'm going to ask the quarterback, ride that guy and then pull it because that defensive end is going right to that running back.
So 4-yard gain makes it 2nd and 6. False start and procedure against the Warriors. Another 5-yard penalty there. Somebody upstairs is not happy about that.
No, somebody's jumping around up there.
Thought maybe we were having an earthquake.
I did too for a minute. Yep, he's still doing it. He's trying to get somebody's attention, I think.
I guess so. I get the feeling our cameraman Christian Sanchez up there, he's got his earphones on, so he's not hearing whatever that's being said, too, going along with that stomping. Handoff, Rich breaks the tackle, but then stood up in the backfield.
And that would have been a perfect time for a misdirection play. Fake that isolation play, fake that power play, have the quarterback come back opposite and drag the tight end across. It's so wide open. It's so wide open.
So it's 3rd down, 3rd and 12.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and then we've got 2 players down here holding on to stuff.
2 cramps, not 1 cramp.
1 cramp, but then Providence player down as well is going to bring up 4th down.
That looked.
So that injury timeout on the field, 37.5 left.
I think this is the only time Griffin Tucker has been out of the game now is with cramps.
So Griffin Tucker coming out, but of course they've been running right at him here this last. Going to see what the backup can do here.
Well, it's 4th and 12, so.
Backup's junior Austin Chanley.
Yeah. The big center.
Big center, exactly.
Yeah. Well.
So they're going to go for it. 4th and 12. Strange with it. Looks, throws, overthrown, broken up, turnover on downs.
That was a poor pass. That was just a poorly thrown ball. Had the receiver. It's so hot and humid. It could be that his hand is so sweaty right now. The ball is so damp that it's hard to hold it.
So turnover on downs gives the ball back to the Pioneers.
See how important that kick was?
It was. Although I thought Christian Academy was driving again. They came right back down the field.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get it to the red zone, but it was close. I guess it depends on if you call that the 20 or the 25.
Yeah. There he is.
To Small, and knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So a nice gainer for a first down there. Well designed and well executed play there.
Well executed, you're right. One man deep, one man shallow. Quarterback reads who's open, the deep man or the shallow man. Throw it to the guy who's open. It's kind of like 2-on-1 basketball, 2-on-1 fast break.
Fake, Kempf with the keeper. Going to be a short gain across the 40-yard line and then stood up. And that's a scrum there, but going to be a short gainer, going to make it about 2nd and 7 after the gain of 3.
Colin Kreider, one of the defensive linemen on the tackle of Preston Kempf. It looks like we're finally going to be in the fourth quarter.
As the clock runs down, we are at the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, we have Providence with 6 and Christian Academy of Knoxville with 2. Come on back. Fourth quarter action upcoming for you here on Glycott.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
Going to cut back to live action with a handoff to Mock to begin the fourth quarter. And on a 2nd and 8, it's going to be gain of about 6. And going to make it about 3rd and a long 2, maybe a short 3. And the folks upstairs start bouncing around. It bounces my timer clock around.
Yeah. Well, it kind of scares me a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
The press box is bouncing.
So 3rd and 2 for the Pioneers, and then Providence. Motion. That might be a biggie. False start.
3rd and 2 and 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 7 is big difference.
Big difference.
So
4th penalty of the second half.
So coach has got to dig
25
deeper
yards.
into his playbook.
25 yards total, should say.
So let's see, a little waggle pass or a screen pass. Waggle one way and throw back the other. There he is. There he is.
Has a man. That's Stoner. Stoner across the 50-yard line for the first down into Christian Academy territory.
Well designed, well called play. Get Preston out on the run. He's an athlete. Get him out on the run. Come back to some of those option plays you ran in the first series.
So Kempf takes the snap, handoff.
Ooh.
Mock going nowhere.
Nope.
Loss of 1, maybe 2.
Yeah. There's a lot of Christian Academy players in on that tackle.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to pinpoint one.
I'm going to say a loss of only 1, but
Graham Moffitt, I'm going to highlight him on that tackle.
there were several in.
Yes.
3 wide receivers near side, 1 man in the backfield with Kempf. It's Mock. Here comes pressure. Evans. And Evans spins forward. Gain of about 4.
There's Moffitt again. Moffitt coming all the way across the field.
Make it 3rd and 8. So 3rd down and 8.
Jacob Evans momentarily down, but he jumps himself back up. That's pretty cool. Did you see how he popped
I did see that.
That was pretty cool.
I don't think I could ever do that in my wildest dreams.
I couldn't do that when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
I know I can't do it today.
So now field spread far side.
Another sprint right. Come on, there you go.
Here comes pressure, though. Well read by Christian Academy, but then getting away out to small. And flag comes in, several. So it's going to be a gain, and if it stands, it's a first down, but there is laundry all over the far side of the field.
Face mask. Maybe a face mask.
Could be.
Looks like that was the signal.
So, again, if it stands, it's good enough for a first down.
They're signaling against Providence.
No, it's against Providence.
Wow. Holding.
So they're calling it holding against Providence.
Holding after the pass? Well, it's still going to be a first
It is
down.
going to be just shy. It will be
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 after the penalty.
Okay, 3rd and 2.
Was that on after that 10-yard penalty?
Strange play.
So fifth penalty of the half for the Pioneers brings up 3rd and 2.
Didn't Preston do a nice job of evading that tackle and getting the ball down the field?
Yes, he did.
That's his strength. He is a great athlete.
Kempf.
Throw back
here. Comes pressure again.
Oh, they had it covered.
Launches it down and along the sidelines, throws it away.
He wanted to throw it back. He wanted to throw it back here to 21. Can't think of his number.
Lincoln Kruer.
Lincoln Kruer. He wanted to throw it back to Lincoln Kruer. The Christian Academy player read it, did a wonderful job of reading the throwback, had it covered. Preston went to turn and said, oh, my, I better not throw this one.
So 4th and 2. We've already seen the fake punt once.
I don't think so. I think this is going to be Stoner's going to put it down inside the 5-yard line.
And we have a timeout.
Coach shouldn't have taken a timeout there. Take the 5-yard penalty, save your timeout.
So that is the Pioneers' final timeout. We will step aside, take a quick break. Back with more here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return to live action here at Providence High School, Dr. Todd Carter and Coach Jim Kazmarek on the call with you. Christian Sanchez running our camera. Again, we apologize for the technical environment we've had where we've not been able to show you replays or put graphics up, but
Providence has got a...
Here goes we got a flag.
Yeah, Providence has got a bad formation. They had 5 men in the backfield.
And Stoner, I don't know if he was upset with himself where he kicked it, but the flag on the play is going to go against Providence.
Yeah, I'd decline that. Yeah, the left wing back for Providence, or left end for Providence, was lined up in the backfield. And you know what's happening now with so many players injured with cramps, and they're trying to get other players in, and you don't know how many times you practice substituting this player. We would go through practice. Okay, Henderson's down, and we're going to punt. Who's Henderson's sub? And the kids would, come on, now, we went over this. And now you get in the game, and you expect Henderson's sub to be ready to go in. And he's not.
And he's not.
Yeah, he's down at the end of the bench with the water bucket and a cup of water.
All right. Well, we still have a flag down on the field, but I think they're picking that up. It's going to be first down. They're going to not take the penalty as Christian Academy of Knoxville, and they will. Warriors will be on offense.
That's the first bad punt that Stoner had.
Yep, and he knew it. Was quite upset with himself.
Yeah. So Christian Academy's quarterback does a really nice job on some of his running passes and his short passes, but has really struggled with long passes tonight.
So Stoner. No, that's not Stoner.
No.
That's not Stoner at all.
No,
that's Sawyer Anderson, the sophomore.
Yep. Shepard Strange. Oh, my, another cramp. Oh, yeah.
So Sawyer Anderson in there on that carry for a good 9 yards.
Yep.
Don't want to miss that part of it. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. We got a timeout on the field again, so we'll take a quick break. Be back with more here on Glycod.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Played a whale of a game, but
Griffin Tucker escorted off the field.
Yeah,
he was cramping again there.
He still is cramping. You can see he's walking on his heels.
So again, Austin Chanley in that nose tackle spot here.
Who's back in at quarterback?
Let's see. It is. That looks like Anderson to me. It is. And handoff met in the backfield. Nice defense by the Pioneers there. Stopped in about a 1 yard loss.
Yeah, Sawyer Anderson, Shepard
Strange.
Well,
I didn't realize the switch until I saw the numbers coming at me, so I haven't had the good opportunity to look on the far sideline to see if he was cramping or.
I don't see him.
So 3rd and 3 for the Warriors. Again with Anderson, 5'10", 175 pounds, sophomore. Gets the ball. Handoff, ball on the ground and in the hands of the Pioneers. Turnover. And just the handoff did not go as planned, and turnover, and the Pioneers come up with it.
And that's a
biggie.
Well, it's a big play for Providence and a terrible play for Christian Academy. But with a new quarterback in the game, and the handoffs are different. Shepard Strange and was it Maddox?
I think it was Mozingo, yeah.
Was it Mozingo?
I think.
Or was it Rich? Anyway, I think it was
sure.
Rich. It was Rich. So Rich and Shepard Strange, they're used to each other's handoffs. Shepard puts the ball in a little different place, and before you know it, it's on the ground. Now, Christian Academy's defense has got to step up big here. If they give up a touchdown here, this game probably is pretty much over.
So Kempf, gain of about a yard, going to make it 2nd and 9.
And we got another player down.
So timeout on the field. And we will jump aside, take a brief timeout as well. More upcoming here on Glycod.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return to live action, 6-2, you're seeing that correctly. Unfortunately, you're not seeing too many other graphics from us, but we are able to tell you that. 2nd and 9, unable to do down and distance. Inside handoff. Nice run there, Lincoln Kruer.
Lincoln Kruer, yep.
With a nice run out near the first down. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down marker. Gain of 7 to the 25. 3rd and about 2. So 3rd and 2. Preston Kempf, handoff inside.
What a nice tackle.
Lincoln Kruer met in the backfield. Going to be a loss of about 2. So it's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Colin Greider again. That's a heck of a play on his part.
So now what are you going to do here? Offense staying on the field.
Yeah, big play on both teams. Both teams, big play. Keep the drive going for Providence.
Big Cooper Hauser substituted in for Christian Academy right to the middle.
Yeah, I want to see Preston Kempf come right running the ball. It's going to be a quarterback sweep right.
It's where they're lined up.
Nope.
Mock inside, battles hard.
Don't think so.
Don't think he's going to get it. He's going to be about a half yard shy by the way I see it.
Yeah.
I don't have a great angle. They never measure anymore. You notice that, Coach?
Nope, nobody
We
measures.
talked about that all last season.
Yep, nobody measures.
Nobody measures.
Oh, I don't. That is
with
one,
that spot, you have to measure.
That is,
nope, they're going to say turnover on downs.
That is one fortuitous spot, and I can't believe they're not measuring.
They didn't. Man in the white hat has already signaled going the other way.
Yep, first down. He's already moved the chains.
First down, chains have moved.
I don't know why they don't do that.
Last year we noticed. I don't think I saw them measure once.
No, never.
So the Providence offense comes off the field, and the defense is going to have to get themselves set to rights because Christian Academy, they were huddled up over there on the sideline. They know what they want to do.
They're ready to do it right now too. So
and they've got
Providence
just under 6 minutes to do it. 1st and 10, man in motion.
Big Austin Chanley.
Oh, couldn't hang on. Will Kelly.
Yeah, he doesn't miss many of those passes. That was a nice play, good pass. That's we still got
Sawyer Anderson still in there.
Still in there at quarterback, and I can't. No. I'm looking on the bench. There's 2 players on the bench, but it's not the quarterback.
Nope.
I don't see 12.
He is back. I think he is back on the back bench being worked on by the trainer. Try to call the action there, folks. But I was trying to get eyeballs on that.
Yep. Anyway.
Yep.
We got Sawyer Anderson in the game of quarterback now.
It's going to be a gainer. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Yep. Another big play and another player down, another cramp.
So gain of 7 and another timeout on the field.
I watched Sawyer Anderson during warm-ups, and actually I thought he was throwing a nicer pass than Shepard Strange, just in warm-ups, just watching him warm up. Because I wasn't sure. I had to look on the roster to see which was the starting quarterback.
5:32 left here.
That's a big Zane Fields down. He's got cramps too. There he goes, cramping off the field. Zane Fields, their big left tackle, 6'5", 251.
St. X big up over Floyd Central 56-14 in our Deering Floor Center ticker.
Not surprising.
And Silver Creek Charlestown in a barn burner in the fourth, 33-26. The Dragons over the Pirates.
Oh, boy.
Whiteland up over Jeff, 28-0 in the fourth.
Not surprising.
Okay, here we go. Big third down play. Caught and fallen on. That's Kelly.
Yeah.
That's going to be
First
good
down.
enough for a first down.
Well, he needed 4, and he got 5.
7th first down for the Warriors.
Sawyer's got to put a little more zip on that ball because that could have been an easily intercepted ball. Lucas Allgood is still in there at defense.
Yeah, this time.
Nice play.
Yeah, this time not much there.
Nice play by Unruh. Trevor Unruh. Nice play.
So 2nd and 7.
Trevor Unruh, 5'8", 163 junior. Will Kelly, 6'3", 180 senior. Second and
a little pressure. Henderson throws, has a man.
Good catch.
Gonna say was on the sidelines.
Yeah, good catch.
Yeah, it was a good catch. Gonna say a catch, and it's gonna be near the first down marker.
It's if it's where he threw the beam. No, you know what? I think he stepped out of bounds.
Out of
came
bounds
back on
at
the field.
Yes, I think you're right. Yep.
That's what the beanbag.
I was watching the beanbag too, Coach.
So he went out of bounds, came back in the field. Now, if he's forced out of bounds, if he was pushed out of bounds, that makes a difference. Yep, ineligible. So take it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, it's going to go back.
This is good play, good call by the referee. And that's what Coach McDonald just said. Hey, nice call.
Well, and I knew he was close to the line,
yeah.
So they're going to actually walk them back.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. So 15-yard penalty is
Boy, does that
big.
hurt.
Yep, sure does.
That really hurts.
Totals the total number of penalty yards the Warriors had this entire half up to that point. They had 3 5-yarders, and that's a biggie. So it makes it 3rd and about 22. Anderson has a clean field and has a nice gain there up to about the 45-yard line. So that's going to make it 3rd and about 12.
Yeah, well, in a situation like that, don't try to get all 25 yards at one time. If you can get 12 yards, and now you got a 12-yard pass play.
Yep.
See what kind of pressure Providence comes with. They're blitzing their outside backer.
Thrown. Oh!
Got it.
They're going to say caught it? Nope. Off the turf. Off the turf. Glass could not come up with it for Christian Academy. Going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, I think we're going to punt. I think we got to punt. Yeah, I think we're going to punt.
Jelks would be the punter. Let's see.
Bennett Jelks, number 27.
No,
we got number 23.
23. Brigham.
Brigham's their kicker.
Jacob Brigham. Mock will back up to about the 35.
Interesting. Sawyer Anderson is one of the men on the.
All up. And it's going to go out of bounds and between the 30 and the 35.
Now, Providence has got 4 minutes to control the ball. Get all your studs back in the game, Coach.
You're going to have to
get all your studs in there.
And you got to control that line of scrimmage.
Control that line of scrimmage and find out we're
not turn the ball over.
Find out we're all good and Griffin Tucker are lined up and run right over those two,
Yeah.
Use your horses, as they say.
Use your horses, yep.
Yeah, hook them up. Hook the wagons up, baby. We're coming. Yeah, we got Cooper Ross in there at fullback.
Small is the wideout. Stoner in motion.
Right there.
Handoff. Mock makes the first man miss, but no gain there. If anything, might be a half-yard loss. So 2nd and 10. No gain.
See if you can run it to the wide side of the field. You got more grass over there. You got more green. Run it to the wide side of the field. See what you got going to the wide side. Use that quarterback sweep. Yeah, come on, Coach.
So
too wide.
Soner and Lannon on this side. 3 out to the far side. Now everybody's going far side. Swing pass, Stoner. And he's got the first down and more. Scampers up the far sideline to about 3 yards into Christian Academy territory. First down.
Yep. Good play call. Didn't know Providence had that in their arsenal, but that was a nice play. But get it out to the grass. Let the fast guys run in the grass. That may be the play of the game.
Could be.
But I still think the kickoff after the safety.
Yeah, that was awfully big. That was key.
Yep.
Well, if Providence holds on to win.
Yeah.
Because there could certainly be a turnover or something else yet to happen.
Do the same play this way. Looks like it.
Looks like it.
Nope.
This time Kempf going to keep. Hemmed in. Battles forward.
Stay in bounds.
And short gain there.
Did he go out of bounds?
Don't think so. Well, the clock did stop, so yes, maybe. So driven out of bounds, 2nd and 6.
Stay in bounds.
Now something to note, Pete Lannon, who was blocking over there, came out and was really holding on to his side. Now he stretched it out a little bit, although he's still favoring it. Maybe a little stitch there.
They're putting time back on the clock, 3:01. There you go.
They sure are. Back to 3:01.
There we go.
Stoner in motion, falls down, fell down again.
There he is. He's still open.
He's open.
Throw it out of bounds.
And thrown out of bounds.
Who turned the lights on?
Not sure.
Yep.
Not me.
Me neither. I don't like the lights on. I don't know.
Not us.
Turn them off.
So Kempf heads back out. 3rd and 6.
Coach.
There they go.
There you go. Come on, Coach. Run the ball. Run it. Let's see. Use some of the big horses in there and pound away.
To Stoner on the sweep.
Stay in bounds. He stayed in bounds.
He stayed in bounds. No gain.
Very good defensive play.
And Stoner, after that run, is going to have to.
Christian Academy's called timeout.
Yep, timeout on the field. So that's their first timeout. We will step away, take a brief break, be back with more here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Big fourth down upcoming, and Nick Stoner does look like he's headed back to punt the ball away for the Pioneers. We should mention that we will have the Pioneers next week on our schedule as well. Southern Indiana High School football will be traveling because we have Holy Cross. We will be at Holy Cross for the rivalry game between Providence and Holy Cross.
Yep. We were there last year.
I did not make that game, but I think you were over there.
We did. Yep. They played Butler. They have a brand-new press box, a brand-new stadium.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
I set up for that game, so I was kind of over there. Stoner gets it away, but it's short.
It
takes a good bounce, though, and rolls out of bounds.
About the 10-yard line.
About the 6 or so.
Yep.
Nicely done. No return. And Christian Academy buried not quite as far back as you could put them, but awful close.
Yep.
Now, here's always the question, Coach.
Yep.
How soft do you play? Yeah, that's always the question, right?
Yeah, and you really know that Christian Academy has to throw the ball.
Yeah, they do.
So I want to play a soft zone, but I don't want to be in a victory or that type of.
Right.
I'm going to play a little softer type of zone, but I still want to pressure. I want 4 defensive linemen.
You got to get some pressure up front.
Pressuring the quarterback. That's the key right there.
Our only scoring of the game for the Pioneers was with 8:22 left in the first quarter when Nick Stoner had an 8-yard rushing touchdown. And then in this half, we had a Christian Academy safety thrown out. Broken up by the Pioneers.
Yeah.
Kelly was the intended receiver. That was Frossard that broke that up.
Nice job by Frossard. .5'10", 175 junior. He did play some last year. I remember watching him play last year. Pressure. There you go. Stay.
Henderson throwing out of the zone end zone. Couldn't find his man. Mozingo was the intended receiver. Going to bring up third down.
And really nice job by the outside linebacker for Providence because if he has that coverage integrity to stay in his zone and not come up to try to attack the quarterback. If he comes up to attack the quarterback's going to throw the ball right over his head. So really nice job on his part. And that was Frossard, I think.
Yes, I believe it was. So big third down play here. Again, it's Sawyer Anderson, backup quarterback in, sophomore.
Slinging it deep.
Airing it out. Has a man broken up.
He did. What a nice breakup.
And who was that? Who was that masked man? I'm still trying to see it. Was it Mock? I believe it was Lucas Mock.
I still can't tell. I can't tell by the number. I thought it was number 7, but I could have been wrong.
Oh, but that would have been Preston Kemp.
I know. But I don't think he plays defense.
He is right now. It was Preston Kemp.
Preston Kemp, yeah.
Yep. Because that's one of the places he played last year.
Yep.
So
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife in this sort of situation.
Play your best players.
Yeah,
don't save them for Saturday.
So fourth down, Sawyer Anderson aired that ball out well. He's going to throw it again. Looking, has a man short. Kelly got to throw it out of bounds. And with 2:10 left, turnover on downs.
And they're going to get the ball on the 10-yard line.
That is the fourth time this game that the Christian Academy Warriors have turned the ball over on downs.
Yep. Well, they had no choice on that.
No.
I mean, on that play, maybe 2:10, but they don't have any timeouts left, so they can't stop the clock.
Oh, I was thinking Christian McAdie does have two timeouts left.
They have 2 timeouts left?
Yes, they have 2 timeouts left.
Then they should have.
Providence
probably
does not have any.
They probably should have punted.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably should have punted.
Maybe could have punted, used your 2 timeouts, possibly.
Yeah.
So short field for Providence. Inside the 10.
Give it to your Hoss. There you go. Cooper Ross
barrels forward. And gain of about 4 down to the 2. So Christian Academy now takes the timeout. We will keep it here as we have more than fulfilled our obligations as far as the
a timeout now is not as valuable as after you had punted the ball.
Sure.
And you have 2 timeouts, and maybe they're on the 35, 40, 50-yard line.
Right.
And they run a play, call timeout, run a play, call time, run a play. Oh, they fumbled. You got the ball. God, goofy things happen.
Goofy things happen.
High school football. Even in pro football,
Yeah.
So, but.
Well, that's what makes high school football fun and exciting for the fans, and certainly for us to call the games.
Yeah, that's right. And it's real easy for me to sit up here and figure out what to do.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder when you're on the sideline doing it.
Uh-huh. So whistle blows, and
Cooper Ross. Wildcat play.
Left.
He's in.
Touchdown, Pioneers. From 3 yards out, Cooper Ross with the rushing touchdown. .153 left in the fourth quarter. And tell you what, folks, not much scoring thus far in this one. And this time the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with that extra point, it's Providence 13 and Christian Academy of Knoxville 2. We will step aside, come back with the remainder of this game in just a moment on Glycott.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
This is a game that I think Providence needed.
Well, we've had a really good game here, folks, and you heard the tail end of Coach and I talking there during the break that this, even with that score, this Christian Academy of Knoxville team, they traveled a long way, but they have fought really, really hard. They have played a heck of a game, particularly defensively.
Right, they have really played a well-played game, well-coached team. And they're playing, they know they're playing a really good squad in Providence too. But Providence needed, look at that, and what another kick.
Fielded at about the 2-yard line. Nice return.
Yeah.
Bouncing out to about the 30, and then
Eric
things
Moore.
get chippy. Eric Moore on that, and flags all over the place. And that was, all I can say is that's unnecessary by both squads. So Ravel booted that well down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, we got a lot of flags.
Yeah, there's laundry all over the
And
place.
I really didn't. I kind of looked away because I wanted to see who the return man was for Christian Academy, and that was
Eric Moore.
Eric Moore. And he did a nice job.
Had a nice return.
He did.
So the meeting is going on at the 35. I've yet to see where the ball's going to be. Well, I don't think anybody knows where the ball's going to be placed yet.
Right. And nobody knows what's happening.
I've already seen 3 of the people on the coaching staff during this officials' timeout pointing at their heads saying, be smart. That's the coaching staff on this side. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that same thing was happening on the far sideline.
Yep. You've got the game won. Holding, personal foul, 2 personal fouls against Christian Academy, 1 personal foul against Providence. So I guess there's going to be 1 15-yard penalty against Christian Academy.
Yep, 1 15-yarder against Christian Academy. That would be their 5th of the half. And they've totaled 45 yards this half. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the ball back to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
You know, I was just thinking on that nice kickoff that Stoner had, you know, the worst thing that could have happened was that kid break that for a touchdown.
Oh, that, yes.
And really, and then onside kick and get the ball back.
Sawyer looked to throw it. Oh, tries to find Linkus, but couldn't connect. He was going to air it downfield, thought better of it, tucked it, and then saw Linkus coming across to this near side and couldn't connect with him.
Obviously, losing their quarterback in the middle of that third quarter has hurt Christian Academy.
Sure, absolutely. Caught this time and for a first down and then ridden out of bounds.
That's Kelly.
That was Kelly, yep.
You see why he was an all-state player for Christian Academy last year.
Yep. Another first down for Christian Academy. They've totaled 8 this half.
Just can't get the ball in the end zone.
Can't get the ball in the end zone. Well, and really, Providence was sort of gifted that ball, you know, deep, because they certainly went the whole half without being able to get the ball in the end zone until that moment at the 153 mark there just a little bit ago. So 2nd and 10. Henderson low snap. Rolls right.
Holding.
And holding. Complete to Sturkey. He's out at the 50-yard line if it stands, but I don't think that's going to stand.
Holding against Christian Academy. It's very obvious, right in front of us, right in front of the referee, right in front of the Providence coaches.
So another 10-yard penalty, and that's definitely something that I'm sure tired has something to do with that.
It does.
Getting beaten, long bus ride home.
Yeah, and you have to know at a certain point when you're holding to stop holding, because you can hold for a little while.
And you might get away with it.
But if you continue to hold, the referees are going to see that, especially when your arms are way out in front of you.
Yep. Anderson throws it right. Oh, tipped.
Yes, sir.
And not able to come up with it was Small. Wyatt Small, little cramp on that.
Yeah, he's going to shake it off. Can you shake it off?
I don't know. That's one of those, might not be able to.
No. Get out. Get out.
He's
it.
So Small's coming off, and Mason Went checks in. The coaches were telling Small, get out.
Yeah.
There's only there's only a minute 5 left. Anderson looks, has a man, Linkus. And he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Nice battle after the catch there.
Yeah, nice. Frosser did a good job.
So it's going to make
Linkus does a nice job catching and running.
So it's going to make it 4th and 8 from the 39-yard line.
Oh,
snap went by. He was trying to direct traffic. Was Anderson, falls on it. And
that was weird.
That was crazy. Yes, he was pointing upfield, trying to direct some traffic there, and the center snapped it.
And he didn't realize that
turnover on downs.
He didn't realize that the center had snapped the ball, so he's still looking downfield.
He was still trying to direct traffic when the Pioneers were coming past him.
Very, very strange play. All right, let's see here. One of the best formations in football is the victory formation. Take a knee. We win. We're happy. Mom and Dad are happy. My girlfriend's happy. The coach is happy for about 30 seconds.
Until he starts watching film.
And then he gets angry again. And
for Christian Academy of Knoxville, long time to think about this one on the bus ride home, but shouldn't hang their heads. They really battled so hard in this ball game.
Yes, they did, and Coach should be very proud of the way his players played after that long trip. And they really did make a nice accounting of themselves. They've got some fine players. I can see why Mazingo and Kelly were top players in their state and in their class. Lincoln Rich is a good running back. Sturkey is a good receiver, so and Zane Fields is a big, strong offensive. So I suspect that Christian Academy of Knoxville is going to win more than 4 games this year.
So that is the final. Providence 13 and the Christian Academy of Knoxville 2. We will have the post-game upcoming for you, including the Deering Floor Center ticker. Even though there may not be much ticker, we'll get you those scores. We'll get you the German American Bank stats from this game and our most outstanding player. So stay tuned for all of that here on Glycott.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Jim Butner Auto Group, offering Southern Indiana's best selection of pre-owned vehicles through a family tradition of excellence.
Providence wins their opener to go to 1-0 on the season. Christian Academy of Knoxville in a hard-fought game falls to 0-1, but this one was a barn burner all along. And Coach Kaz, we really saw two good teams battling it out tonight.
Well, both teams played very good defenses the entire game. Providence, the first series of the game, went right down the field and scored. It looked like last year. I said, oh, my goodness sakes, it's the same team as last year. Not really. They're a much different team, and they're very, very good on defense, and they have some work to do on offense, I'm sure. Christian Academy, a very, very good defensive team. Coach McDonald said they were going to be a good defensive team, and they are. So both teams, it was a good game. I enjoyed working the game.
Well, let's briefly go over our scoring. Really, only 3 scores all night with 8:22 in the first quarter. As Coach said, Providence went right down the field. Nick Stoner with an 8-yard rushing touchdown. Now, the point-after attempt was, it wasn't really missed. It was a bad snap and then a bad throw to the end zone. So ended up being 6-0 Providence, and it stayed that way the entire first half. They went to the locker room that way, and then late in the third quarter, 3:12 remaining in the third, Christian Academy comes up with a safety against Providence to cut the lead to 4 and make it 6-2. Then Providence sort of gifted with a turnover on downs deep in their own territory, deep in Christian Academy's territory, then has Cooper Ross punch it in from 3 yards out. Ravel knocks through the extra point, and that made it 13-12, our final. So our final score, Providence 13, Christian Academy of Knoxville 2. Of course, we unfortunately we can't run our ticker tonight, but we'll tell you tonight's scoreboard is presented by Deering Floor Center. Looking for new floors in Southern Indiana? Contact Deering Floor Center at 812-487-1446. 812-487-1446. Let's go through those very briefly. St. X at Floyd Central. St. X wins that one big, 56-14. That one's a final. Pike Central defeated Clarksville 35-0. That one also a final. Franklin 40, New Albany 6. That one in the fourth. Whiteland 21, Jeffersonville 7 at Whiteland. That one after 3. Silver Creek ends up beating Charlestown 41-26 in the Battle of 403. And so Silver Creek comes away with that big win early on. Well, let's briefly step aside. Again, though, that is your Deering Floor Center ticker, brought to you by Deering Floor Center, 812-487-1446. So let's step aside. When we come back, we will get you some stats, and we've still got the most outstanding player upcoming here on Glycod.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt, but you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're tuned in to Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
And they had a nice group of people there.
Back for our German American Bank stats, and our German American Bank stats brought to you by German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. Those go as follows. For Christian Academy of Knoxville, they had 13 first downs, unfortunately 2 turnovers, a interception, and a fumble recovery recovered by the Providence Pioneers, and then they were penalized 8 times for 75 yards. They did get that safety as their only score. The Pioneers had 10 first downs. They were penalized 10 times for 70 yards. They did not turn the ball over in the ball game other than on downs. They scored twice. Nick Stoner and Cooper Ross both coming through with scores, making it 13-2. So those are our German American Bank statistics. And again, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we will give you the State Farm insurance. I want to say two things. One, we're going to give you the schedule brought to you by Strike and Spare, and then the State Farm Insurance Most Outstanding Players brought to you by Teresa Lamb. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more here on Glycod.
Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville. When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Teresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Time for our most outstanding players of the game. Tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Teresa Lamb, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And, Coach, let's first go with Christian Academy, who's your most outstanding player for Christian Academy.
Well, they had several players that really, to me, stood out. But 24, Maddox Mazingo, offense and defense, I think he's their most outstanding player tonight.
All right.
Pretty easy pick, but they did have Lincoln Rich was a good player. Ward Sturkey did a nice job, and Will Kelly at wide receiver was a pretty good player for him also.
All right, so Mozingo for the Christian Academy of Knoxville and for the Providence Pioneers.
Well, that's difficult because Nick Stoner Kicker punter really came through with some really important plays in the game. Kicking and punting. Did a great job.
Yep.
Lucas Allgood played really well on the offensive and defensive lines. To me, the most valuable player in the game was Griffin Tucker. Offensively and defensively, when he was playing without having cramps, he was a force that Christian Academy really couldn't handle. He really dominated the offensive and defensive lines. Griffin Tucker, most valuable player. Not very often we get a lineman get most valuable player.
No, normally you have to come up with a separate little spot for that, Coach.
Yeah, right.
But, okay, Griffin Tucker tonight for the Pioneers, our most outstanding player. Again, tonight's most outstanding player is brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Teresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can call Teresa at 812-945-8088. That's 812-945-8088. We thank her very much for her sponsorship. Next is what's coming up on the schedule. And we've got a number of things coming up for you. First off, tomorrow on our schedule, should tell you, a huge week 2. And this is brought to you by Strike and Spare in Clarksville. Visit strikeandspare.com for information on hosting birthday and corporate parties. Strikeandspare.com. So our schedule looks as follows. Tomorrow, we actually have a game, a rare Saturday game. This one, Frederick Douglass versus Bowling Green, and that one's 9 p.m. tomorrow night.
9 p.m.
from Western Kentucky University.
Well, that's 8 p.m. their time.
9 p.m. Eastern. Next Friday, August 30th, 7 p.m., Providence versus Holy Cross. Coach and I will be over there for that one. And DeSales versus North Oldham. At 7:30, Mail versus Ballard. Trinity versus Frederick Douglass. East Jessamine versus Anderson County. And Cooper versus Henry Clay. So lots of action for you next week. Huge weekend next weekend. Again, Coach and I will be over at Holy Cross for Providence versus Holy Cross again.
And that'll be the big game.
That will be the big game. Brought to you by strikeandspare.com, brought to you by Strike and Spare. Visit strikeandspare.com for information on hosting birthday and corporate parties. I should give you the Deering Floor Center ticker one last time before we wrap it up and sign off. The Deering Floor Center ticker, St. X defeats Floyd Central 56-14. Pike over Clarksville 35-0. Franklin up over New Albany 40-6. Haven't got an update on that one. That still had quite a bit to go in the fourth quarter. Whiteland up over Jeff 21-7 late. And then Silver Creek at Charlestown. That's a W for Silver Creek. Silver Creek 41, Charlestown 26 in that ball game. And you can always go back and watch that one, Glycod coverage of that ball game. Well, Coach, let's put a bow on this one. What are we going to say to wrap this up other than I'm first going to apologize again that we did not have a good Wi-Fi environment, or not. It wasn't that. It was a bad environment here technology-wise that just would not cooperate with anything up on the screen. So I'm going to apologize to our sponsors and also for the nice folks from Knoxville and Providence fans that wanted to watch this one cleanly that couldn't. Now, your thoughts on the game, Coach?
Well, my first thought is that it's a different Providence team from last year, but they're a good team. It's just different. They have a very strong defense, which they had last year, and I think they have some growing pains because some of their players now that are playing important roles on their team really didn't have to do that until this year. They were always in the shadows of the kids that had played the last 2 years. So they're growing. They're going to get better, and I look forward to see how much they improve next week.
All right. Well, we've got them in Holy Cross next week. Again, we will hope that we'll be able to get all our fun graphics up and have a really good production value for you. We're sorry about that, folks, but I'm glad we got the game in. Again, Providence wins this one. Providence 13, Christian Academy of Knoxville 2. So, as we sign off, for executive producer Steve Bird, our cameraman tonight was Christian Sanchez. For Coach Jim Kazmarek, I'm Dr. Todd Carter signing off, saying good night, God bless. We'll see you next week on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Football. Presented by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Tonight's game was brought to you by Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Mac Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Clark County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville, a family tradition of excellence. And by Cassie Head Start, German American Bank, Northside Security, and Call's Body Shop.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.